If you love someone enough, you would remember every detail of your conversation with that person.
Yeah. Even with the fact that I hate when people touch me.
Yeah, but
When
with
I'm
that
with
one
him,
person,
exactly.
when I'm with you, and then you're not touching me, like you're not
At
cuddling me.
that point, I feel like you
dear.
hate me.
Yeah,
Put
you're
your
touching
hand on
me
my
too.
shoulder and be rubbing my shoulder like this.
Who are you seeing now? Are you seeing anybody now?
You did not
Are
even
you
to talk the truth, Seth. You cannot
Then
say the
you
truth.
not be like, no. I have few people asking me out, but I'm not ready.
So, quick question: how long do you think talking stage should be?
Some truths are loud, some are whispered, some are strangely familiar yet uncomfortable. Hi, lovelies. Welcome to another episode of The Uncanny Review on Light Africa TV, the show where we uncover the unspoken, unpack the uncomfortable, and we explore the layers of love, relationship, feelings, family, friendship, and human behavior. Here we ask questions people avoid and tell the stories people hide. And I'm your host, Aderomo Elizabeth Adebukola, and my co-host here,
And then Chike Lois.
All right, guys. So today's topic is one that resonates with people, will resonate with a lot of people, and it is going to cause chaos. And we believe it's going to cause chaos because right here, the topic is what? Hot. Acid hot. You guys are not ready, but before I unveil it, let's go on a short break. Welcome back, lovelies. Like I said, today's topic is what? A banger. And the topic is, are love languages just labels or real feelings? So, Lois, let's hear from you. What do you think?
I think love languages are real feelings, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
It's kind of you showing that, okay, I'm interested in this person. I like the fact that this person is with me. And I appreciate this person for being in my life. Act of service, especially for me.
For you, right?
Yeah.
Because you need to understand your partner's love language.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Because you might be feeling like you are giving all of you, but then you are giving the wrong things at the wrong time.
At the wrong time, yeah.
Because okay, imagine for, let's say for me, mine is physical touches, and then you are one that does not like
Physical touches.
Yeah. And then when I try to touch you, you're like uncomfortable. That would make me like
feel
unwanted.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Okay, in a sense where I love acts of service, and then you are gifting me every time. Like the only thing you focus on is gifting me, giving me a lot of things, and then you're like, I can never be enough for this girl. Like I give her everything, but then I still don't feel like she appreciates it enough. Meanwhile, you're doing the wrong things. That's why I feel like communication in every relationship, like you need to have some certain conversations in your relationship to say, okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, what are your love languages? What are your likes and dislikes? Do you understand my point? So I need to like understand your person to know how to come about you, to know how to relate, to know how to treat you. Talking stage is not just to know that, okay, this person is fine, this person is 29 years, this person is 30 years. It is about, do you understand? Like, that period is for you to like go in depth. Like to know that person on a deeper level, have deeper conversations.
So, quick question: how long do you think talking stage should be?
I don't. At first, it depends on each person. It depends on individuals.
Okay.
It depends on how you feel it should last. Do you understand? Some people, their talking stage is like 2 weeks. Some is like 1 month, and some is like more than 1 month. Some is
I
like
know someone that
week.
has a talking stage of 4 years, but
I know that's not longer talking stage. That's courtism.
At that point, I feel like you guys should just be best friends.
No, that's courtism. You see, for 4 years talking stage, nothing romantic can ever come out of it.
Honestly,
only if they would be like, okay, I've been eyeing you. Let's just have that. Let's laka. Just get over with it. It's like no, because 4 years.
The 4 years was I don't know, probably they talked for a while and saw that we're not compatible.
Yeah, I was going
And
to say
then-
that.
and
They
then
knew it would not
decided-
work. They knew they could not
exactly.
work.
It says to be homeboy and homegirls, or maybe just friends.
Are you
and-
sure they are not chopping themselves in the
Yes,
eyes of the
yes.
carton?
As
They are not
as-
chopping each other's work in the eyes of the carton because I think they might be
They
doing
will,
that.
obviously, because that 4 years is too long to be
It's
like-
still it's
no,
still
there are people
long.
that have male best friends that can say
No,
10
sure, I
years,
do too.
that do
I
that kind
do
of.
as well. I have.
But this one, I'm not sure because it was someone that you intended to have a relationship with.
So there might still be lingering feelings.
Not a little.
Yeah, in a way. I feel like there might
because
still be.
there might be a little hindrances, maybe genotype of the legs that maybe like just cause.
Oh yeah, there might be other factors.
but
like
the
that.
feelings are still tiny.
Yeah, that's why I
touch
said
there.
lingering feelings. It will linger. It still lingers all over them.
It's
Like
again, yeah.
imagine them having a conversation as friends and they're like, yeah, I know, right? I get it.
That eye contact. At that point, your mind will be like, I think we should just let me
you
just
know, be thinking,
acknowledge that
like,
this person and
Oh,
just like
look at this guy
ignore
is still fine, no. He has not changed. And then him too, like, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
mm.
I guess so. If that as stylishly. So why are you now seeing?
Especially all those boys that
why
are
are you seeing?
showers.
Who are you seeing now? Are you seeing anybody now?
You did not even
Are
born you
you
to talk the truth, safe. You cannot
Then
say
you
the
not
truth.
be like, no. I have few people asking me out, but you know, I'm not ready. You're trying to pass a message across that, bro. I'm still available. If you still want
like-
me, like, you know.
But it's nice. It's nice.
I know, right? So I jot down a few notes when I was like going through the topic, just to have better understanding about love language. Because some people don't even know love language, but they know that this is what they want, but they don't know it's love language.
Okay.
They just some people will feel like, oh, am I a bit unrealistic or am I too demanding?
Okay.
You're not too demanding, but it's just that everyone has that love language. They have something that makes them feel loved.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And something that makes them feel seen,
Okay.
not just wanted. Do you understand my point? So I said, love languages represent how people feel most valued and emotionally secure.
Okay.
Here is it. Love languages represent how people feel most valued, like how
Yeah.
they feel most valued and emotionally secure. Do you understand my point? And then some feel deeply loved with praise. Like that's words of
I like
affirmation.
words of affirmation.
So, like, I want
do
to
that,
dress
yeah.
up. Do you
I want
understand,
to
like-
wake up to that text message and I want to be
It's
blushing
like,
like
even
in the
aside from
morning.
text message, I might even wake up next to you, and then you look at me like, you're even pretty in the morning, like, you know. At that point, my head is like, zoom. You know when
Honestly.
you're playing
You
music,
might not want to show it, but there's no how
when
your
you're
body
playing
signs will
music
still
on
show
home
it.
theater, like
Yeah.
that boom, like boom, 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 like your head is like this. My darling, you see, all through that day, you made my day.
Honestly.
Like you've made my day.
Or even if you are
even
far,
if
you
I'm
just get like a
dressed,
text in the morning. Like
yeah. Or if I
I
send
see-
you a video of me or picture of me, and they're like, you're like, see,
So
fresh
there's
like
one
today's bread. Where
there's
you
one
carrying
thing
all
I
this
do.
beauty
There's
too?
one thing I do
Stuff like that.
There's one thing I do before I post my picture. If I'm even going to post that picture that day,
You send
the
it to your
moment
guy first. I
exactly,
do that
send
too.
it- I send it to him. Every single picture that I take that
Yeah,
morning,
right. I do
send
that
it to
too.
him.
I do that too.
And at that point, the moment she just says, you're looking so beautiful.
Imagine you're
Oh,
just
now
like-
my mind is like-
Imagine you just see the picture and just ignore, or you just say, "Oh, cool, my dear, you are in trouble."
So I took a video.
There's going to be
I took
fire
a
on the
video
mountain.
yesterday. Is it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. And I sent it to him, and he was like, "You even look more beautiful when you're writing exams."
Oh
So I was
my
like,
God, what's that? Stop it! Stop it! I like it. Oh my God, I'm blushing.
I think that all through the day, even when people were pissing me off, I did not even care because at
You
that
won't
point,
care now because
the
that's
only
the
thing
only
in
thing
my
that'll be
mind-
in your mind. Like
I was like, "You're
it
looking
is,
more
it will
beautiful."
keep ringing. It will
doing
keep ringing.
exams
And then when you
like-
now look at the mirror, like naturally you know that I'm looking stressed, but then from what you have said,
I think I'm fine now today.
I think I find out the pride written all
Honestly.
over you. And then there are other things.
Okay.
Okay, so others feel love through touch and quality time. Not just gifts.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Not just gifts.
I hate people touching me. I hate it a lot.
You
I
hate
don't
people
like. I
touching
don't
you.
like people.
Imagine
touching
you're
me.
dating someone
No,
that loves
but
physical
when I'm with that
touches.
person, the moment like I just want you to touch me, always touch me when I'm with my partner.
That's
always
physical
touch me.
touches with your partner, of
Exactly.
course. You can't be touching with
Exactly.
every other
No,
person.
No, but that's
Even
what I'm
as
trying
friends,
to say.
you can't
That
be
even
touching with me.
you don't
Because
understand.
there are
Even with-
lines you shouldn't cross as
I'm
friends.
saying that even with the fact that I hate when people touch me.
Yeah, but
When
with
I'm
that
with
one
him,
person,
exactly.
you
Once
like
he touches me,
physical
because
touches.
I think even yesterday, during the week, there was this guy that always comes to me and is like talking to me, and I told him, "Don't touch me. I don't like it.
Actually, I don't like
I
it from
don't
other
even
people.
just shaking. I don't
Exactly,
like it.
I don't like from other
Don't-
people.
I don't like
literally
it.
posted on
I
my
don't-
status one
I don't
time.
like people touching
I said,
me.
please, whenever you see me, do not touch my
Exactly,
face.
because I don't. It's
Do
not
not touch my
It's
face.
nothing
Do
about
not try
face.
to
I will
rub
shank
my-
you.
Yeah, but don't try
would-
to like
don't-
touch me. We're not
exactly.
cozy. We're not. You can't be cozy with me. Like
let's talk
don't
in
have-
mouth.
yeah,
let's
exactly.
greet
Because
him
you
out.
respect
Alpha,
my
you are
body.
looking good. Make it not pass
I know
like
that you
that.
don't respect people's body probably because you've seen enough or you've had enough. But please, I'm
When
different.
you see me,
You can't just be
I don't
touching me.
like I don't even want you to
Come close and
like
start
don't
rubbing
do
your
like
hands.
this.
Nah.
Don't even I can shake you. Shake is
That's
manageable.
fine. I can now
But
decide to argue. But trust me, that's deeper life
even
arguing from
in
the side.
Exactly. That side hug.
Hi.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Even in church, I try my best not to hug some certain people, but when you just come like, how are you? And they try to give that hug, I'll just bend down a minute and I'm like, fine, sir. So that when you want to touch, you're touching my shoulder.
Yeah, like the person is patting your shoulder.
Exactly.
That's still fair.
Not because I don't want them to,
but because you're not comfortable doing it.
Yes.
So that's
and
understandable.
it's for me, kneeling down and greeting them too is on that way of like respect.
Yeah, but with that one person, because I feel like because
I don't want to know, just touch me.
Yeah,
just
because
keep
there were
touching
some
me.
notes because this topic is actually broad. And then I sat, I was writing, I was thinking, and then another thing like popped up in my mind. You know, when someone's love language is ignored, they feel unloved.
Yeah.
Even if their partner think they are doing a lot.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like if you're not meeting my needs,
Yeah.
I'll feel unseen, unloved, ununderstood, and it means when I talk, you're not listening.
Yeah.
I'm not being heard. I'm not being seen.
Okay.
I'm not being understood. Do you get my point?
Yeah. So let's take for instance, there was a time I went to see my partner and he was like, not busy. He was watching a movie. So I went to go and sit down. He's like, and I was like, what happened? And I was like, do you hate me? And he was like, why did you say so? I was like, since I came, you have not touched me. And he was like, why? And I was like, oh, come let me hug you. I was like, no, you hate me already. Because there's nothing you want to tell me. There's nothing you want to tell me.
And I feel like sometimes communication matters, goes deep. And then I read something online on social media one time like that. They were like, if you tell your partner, if your partner start doing things just because you told them about it, then it's no longer from their mind. Please, these people are not witches, they are not wizards.
They're not exactly.
You can't just rule that
Everybody
out
has
and say,
what is going on in their
you
mind.
can't just rule it out. They might actually be clueless. Do you understand?
Yeah,
they might not
true.
know. They might be doing other things for you that still make you blush. But then they are not doing that certain thing you really need. You telling them doesn't mean they are trying to act. Or they are trying to do what you said. But the person is trying, that means you're being heard and understood.
Yeah.
The person, you've communicated to the person and the person understands where you're coming from.
But when the person doesn't do it, that's when it's...
And imagine the person does not do it after having conversation, you feel like, it's no longer. And
the
then when he
person
still
doesn't want
does
to do
it,
it.
when he starts doing it, you be like, that's because I've spoken about it. Do you know that you feel like it's no longer real? It is still real because the person didn't know. Actually, the person might have been battling with those things,
somebody
thinking
can know
about how
what is going
to
on in
please
your
you
head
more
is
better. Do you
communication.
understand?
Yeah.
So if the person might actually been thinking about how to please you more better, but then he didn't know how to go about it, or she did not know how to go about it. But you communicating it makes him happy. Actually, like it helps matter. It makes it easier for that person to understand you better. That's why I said communication in relationship. Some people they will be in a relationship, they will see each other every time, and trust me, in 3 months they might not have one single serious conversation, which is a red flag. Which is a red flag, like on my own part, because I always want to have conversations. Do you get my point? So at that point where that person is doing it, you can't just fill it out and say, oh, because I said you should do it, you are now doing it, you started doing it. No. Since you've communicated your needs to that person, and then the person understands,
so this is what this
and start doing
this,
not because the person is trying to act or trying to show you that, oh, I can do the things you said now. Do you understand? It's a simple thing. No. Do you understand? Because I feel like you should always communicate. You can't just because for me, I can say almost everything is actually my love language. Like almost all the love languages are actually because like I mean a bit of everything though. Get my point. Then when I'm with you and then you're not touching me, like you're not cuddling me.
At that point I feel like you hate me, especially when you're not busy. Probably you're just like playing on your phone.
Put
your hand on my shoulder and be rubbing my shoulder like this.
Okay, so my guy likes my man likes to like watch acts on on YouTube. He likes to research and do other stuff. And then me, I know myself. I know that, okay, sometimes when we need something, we should go for it. We shouldn't always wait for that person to do it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the person is actually waiting for it to also, because you're only thinking about yourself. What about the person's need? Are you thinking in that direction as well? We can't be selfish and only think about ourselves. Okay, no, I like this. I like that. I like this. I like that. What about that person? Have you ever thought of what the person actually needs and wants from you? Like his demands as well. Psychologically, romantically, mentally. Do you understand my point? Do you know the person's love languages? Are you doing them as well? Not just you thinking about yourself. And then when he's busy, I know that he's doing things. Even when he's working, bro, I'll go and sit on his lap. I'll call him like, continue working. I'm not invisible. I am. You have to know that I am visible. Do you understand? Like, sometimes I'll just touch him on the back. If you just look at me, I'm like, this bush girl. It's still, do you understand? Like, you might not be able to like say those things to another person, but that's still,
but it's your partner. You get comfortable.
do you
with the
understand?
person,
You get comfortable with the person. So I feel like when people don't communicate, it means they are not comfortable enough with their partners.
Yeah.
To tell them, okay, this is my love language, or they feel like, what if he thinks I'm too much, bro? If he thinks you're too much, then
Be
it's
too
not
much,
meant
oh.
to be.
Yeah, be
It's
too
not
much.
meant to be, bro. Don't say, because that's where I feel like that's where low self-esteem comes in.
Yeah.
Maybe you've been giving bare minimum all your life, and then at that point when you become needy, when you understand yourself better, because some people don't even understand themselves, they don't even understand their own needs. But the time when they now realize that these are my needs, this is my love language, do you understand? For them to now communicate it, they feel like, what if he says I'm too much? I don't want to lose him. You see, when you feel like you don't want to lose him, you don't want to lose him. At the end of the day, you might end up losing him because you're too cautious around him. And men, even people generally, and even women, they don't really like people that are too careful around them because they will feel it. If you're so careful around me, I'll definitely like. I will definitely feel it.
Yeah, I will definitely feel. There's a vibe you
There's
give.
a vibe you give. I'll be like, I'm not God. I'm not a masquerade. I said I am very, very approachable. At the same time, I'm not approachable.
Exactly.
Depends on where you're coming from. You understand? Depends on the angle you're coming from. I'm approachable to people that I want to be approachable to. If I tell you and I open the floor, I open my arms to you and tell you, okay, I'm approachable. Trust me, I am. And if I'm not giving you that green light, I'm not approachable. Do you understand? So if I can tell you and give you the green light that I'm approachable, why not come to me and, have a conversation with me, tell me the things you want. Sometimes I ask my guy, I'll be like, am I perfect? Like, have I ticked all your boxes? Because you don't complain, you don't say anything. And then we don't ask me, do you want me to complain about everything? I said, no, at least tell me now. Like,
Tell me that I have a problem. Let me not feel like I'm too perfect.
Like I'm too perfect. Because sometimes I'm not even perfect. And then you're just keeping everything in, like, let me not even bother, maybe she's not doing nonchalantly. And then you think I'm not doing it knowingly, do you understand, intentionally, but at the end of the day, I keep doing it. Do you know what happens? Your feeling starts reducing without you realizing it, which is very, very, very wrong. I'm like, bro, talk. If I offend you, talk. If I do anything, you have to talk. You have to tell me.
I feel like it should be like more of, if your partner does something, you speak. There's some people that don't say it though. They'll keep it inside their mind. They won't say it. They will keep it inside. They'll feel like probably when she does it next time. The next time too, you will still do it again. They will not talk. Maybe later on. I know somebody that will say, I won't talk to like the person has done it for like 3 times. Then I'll not complain.
Why do you want to wait
this
that
person
long?
And if this person wants to meet the kind of person that you want, or you want this person to keep making mistakes before you not tell the person that you have made a mistake.
That means you are
wrong.
waiting for that person to make mistakes. Like you've been waiting. You want that person to actually make mistakes. You are expecting the worst from that person. Do you understand my point? Like it's just wrong to me. It's all shades of wrong. I'm talking about physical attraction and other things and gifting, like love languages. This is our friend now. That our guy that was telling us that when we were discussing the other time, he was telling us about how he gifted his girlfriend one time for vow, and then he bought a lot of gifts worth thousands, like hundreds of thousands, and then the only thing he got was thank you.
She didn't give back, not because
not even about her not giving back, but I feel like there might be an issue in the sense that he might think she likes gifting. Do you know there are people that don't like gifts?
There are people that don't like. Yeah. I know someone that.
So what if our love language is not gifting? But I'm not saying what she did is right. At least level of appreciation, no matter what the person does for you.
It does for you.
Do you understand? No matter how small, no matter how big, you have to still appreciate that person. Because you have to understand that, okay, what if that person's love language is gifting and is, projecting that on you, gifting you, thinking, oh yeah, she will appreciate it. And what if that is what that person actually needs from you that you're not doing? So it's trying to teach you by showing you. There's that as well. You can actually teach someone by showing them, by doing things to them. Like, okay, this is what I want you to do because I've done it. Do you understand? I will do things. And then before you know it, that person, like, naturally will start drifting towards that part, that area, and start doing those things that you've been doing for them. Yeah. And then you are getting what you actually want in the sense. But I feel like, what if that person doesn't really like gifting?
If you don't, I think,
and it's also communicate. That is where I was coming from. Like, communication is the key.
If you give somebody that doesn't like a gift, if you give them a gift, the way the person would react to the gifting, not like they won't say thank you, they will literally say thank you, but it will feel like you did not do enough.
And
But
then you feel like you're not enough for that person.
exactly. But the
Or you
person
feel like
doesn't
you're
want.
doing the bare minimum, and you might even now think, oh, maybe the gift I gave her the other time was very, very small. Meanwhile, it wasn't small; it was actually huge.
So
Do you understand?
huge.
It was
But
huge.
the person is
But
not
the
the kind of person that
that
accepts,
really
likes
gifts.
gifts.
So that's why I said you should. And one thing again is, I feel like she's wrong in a way, because you should have communicated that. Okay, I like physical touches. I like act of service. I love
They might have
words of
communicated all those
affirmation.
things, but
You know, some people don't listen in relationships.
honestly.
You will keep saying the same thing. You keep repeating the same thing
you would even
all over
ask
and
them
all
a
over
day
again.
after that. What did I say? That thing that
They
I
will
said
not
yesterday,
remember.
They won't remember it.
See, one thing because I always tell people, one thing is, I always say is, if you love someone enough, you would remember every detail of your conversation with that person.
Yeah.
Let me say important details. Do you understand? Like important details, because you can't say you love me and then I'm having a conversation with you. I'm telling you, okay, this is it, or I'm telling you about my day. Then you're like, at the end of the day, you're like, oh, okay, bro.
No.
How far now?
No,
Are you
like
fine?
I'm giving you
Are you
I'm giving
fine?
you-
Are you
I'm
good?
giving you details about my day and you're telling me, oh, okay.
Because I'm
I
telling you,
will
because
tell
I
you,
want-
if you are being nonchalant, if you want to be nonchalant with any other person, be nonchalant with them.
not with me.
I like my people obsessed and clingy with
Do
me.
you understand?
You can't be
You have
nonchalant
to be
to me.
present.
You're very nonchalant.
You are giving me
Every
a red
single
flag
detail.
that you're not. You understand? You're not you're not all about me.
Every single
You're
detail.
not paying attention
Notice
to
it.
me. You have to notice it.
You
If I lose weight, you need to notice that I've lost weight.
Yes, now.
If I had weight, you'll be like, oh, babe, you've added weight, but it looks good on you.
I don't want to be the one to ask you, babe, did I
Do I
add
look
weight?
good?
Babe, did I do this?
Why should I be
Did I-
asking you? Did I is it
Say
fine?
it!
Is this okay? Am I
That's
looking
why.
good?
That's
Am
why you have
am I
eyes.
added weight?
Observe
You
me.
understand?
Because if I see you and I tell you, if I see that probably you're a fat person and you're getting dark, I think, babe, you don't need black.
Yeah,
oh.
what's
What
going on?
happened?
Because sometimes it's not even about the cream they use. The skincare
Exactly.
they use, but
Most
sometimes
probably
it's
stress.
about psychological
Exactly.
stress.
And I'm like, you don't need black. What's happening? You're like, I cream I finish, and I'm like, I not be the same cream way they
Way
use
they
since.
use-
Exactly. So why you
get
those kind of
those
conversations?
conversations are actually very much needed. So I feel like people don't listen, even when they're in a relationship. Like me telling you, okay, I'm telling you about my past experiences, and then you did not learn anything from them, like my past relationships, and then there's nothing for you to learn, bro. You're a total red flag. Like it's written from your head. Out,
To
your
your
head
soul.
is out, your neck is E, your chest is D. Then from here downwards is
Flag.
flag.
You're a walking red flag.
Yeah, walking red
Honestly.
flag, like it's written all over you. Yeah, the real definition of red flag, because
Honestly.
I don't understand how will I because it's like you telling me about your past relationships, and then I'm not learning. Like I can't pick
Yeah,
two or
that
three
thing that
points.
girl did, I don't want to repeat it again. So
Do
that
you
it doesn't feel like
understand?
that thing is happening
It's
twice
reoccurring.
again.
Yes.
I have an ex. I told him what
So
happened.
you can't be doing
in
that.
in my former relationship. And funny enough, it was what happened again. I kept wondering that. This boy, is it like he wants to do it intentionally? He kept giving excuses and everything. And I was like, this boy is doing this thing intentionally because he will not tell me that he does. Because it's still like if he wants to talk, you'll be like, I'm not your ex that. I'm like, you're my ex that. You are that ex that did that thing. You are that ex that did that thing.
I don't want you to go back and tell me, oh, I'm not. You know, some people, some people are very, very nonchalant to the extent that they will talk to you about they will mention your ex in every situation.
Every single conversation. I'm not your ex. I'm not your ex. I'm not your
And
ex.
then,
Why?
And it becomes very, very offensive. Are
At
you
this
sure?
point,
Now
yeah.
yourself, you are my present, but you are my past at the same time. Do you get it? Like you're becoming my past even while being my present.
Yeah.
Because it means you want to start doing what it
That
did that led
person.
me to exit the relationship in the first place. So if you want to talk to me, just make your point.
You don't have to go back.
If I
to
don't bring
your
it
ex.
up, don't bring it up. And about your exes as well. If you don't bring it up, I won't bring it up. Do you understand? But that is how it should be, because mutual respect is also very important. Mutual respect is also very important. You can't be telling me, oh, I'm not your ex. I'm not that ex that did this. I'm not that ex that did that. No, bro, you can't be doing that. That's utterly wrong. Like, extremely wrong.
You are literally playing with my emotions at that point, because why are you going back to my ex?
Yeah,
It's just like
exactly.
going back to the past. If I made a mistake, just like you will be using my past to judge.
Or
which
imagine
kind of
someone,
person I am.
imagine your love language being gifting, and then your current boyfriend is now like giving you gifts for maybe your 3 months anniversary, dating anniversary, or 1 year, and then he gives you the gift, and then he tells you in his speech, he's like, I want you to know that I really appreciate you and I love you, like, for everything you've done so far in this relationship, how you've loved me, how you've showed me care. Because I also want to let you know that I'm not that your ex-boyfriend that does
Are
not
you
used to
trying
give
to?
you gifts.
At that point, I feel like you are creating a competition. It's more like a competition at this point.
You know, that means you're telling me that it's not natural from your mind. Like, it's not from your mind. It's not from
your
your
mind.
heart.
You want to do
just
that
want
thing
to
that you did
show
not
off.
do. It's
Do you get
actually
my
that
point?
my
You just
ex will
want to
not
show
do.
off. And then like that ex, that one that does not have sense, you will not gift, you will not do this. I just want to know that I'm different. I just want you to know that I am the best version of boyfriend you can ever
Oh
have.
my
Bro, who the fuck do
goodness.
you think you are? There are other men better than you. You can't like, do you get my point?
Yeah, I
So if you
get
want to
you.
do things, even if you want to like give your partner like their love languages, it should also be genuine. You can't do it half-heartedly. Do you understand? It has to be full, like wholeheartedly. You can't be so, okay, fine. I love language is this. His love language is this, and then you're not doing it just to show off, just because you think, okay, she has mentioned that. Oh, one time she asked her ex-boyfriend for, let's say, an iPad, and then he now went to buy the iPad, and then like, babe, take. I know you need it, and I know your ex did not.
How will you take, sir? Yeah? At that point, I
Bro,
will answer. Take, don't worry.
bro,
Because at that point, I feel like it's a competition.
bro. It
Like
seems
you are
it's not
trying
from your
to,
heart. I'm not
you
being
are trying to
seen.
do.
It's not
So
if
that when
that
next
means
one
I'm
down,
not understood and seen and heard. You're just doing things
out
that
of
suits you. Do
exactly,
you understand? Something that suits you. Like you're not
exactly.
doing it for my own benefit. You're doing it for the benefit of yourself and what you feel at the time. Because you feel like maybe it might actually be from let's say partly a good way, a good place. Like him saying, the things he did not do, I will do it. I want to make her know that she's special. And that guy is his loss for not recognizing
And
that.
now,
But you have to let it known. You have to let your intentions be known, because you can't just be doing your ex, especially when you are now bringing my ex a lot in a conversation, bro. Headache. Why did I leave him in the past if I still wanted to remember him? You don't understand.
I
There's a reason I
understand.
left him in the past. I left him in the past for a reason. Why are you
Oh my
reminding me?
goodness.
Like, bro, are you trying to be my peace of mind?
Oh, you're
Or you're
just trying to
trying
trouble
to
this
trouble?
back.
God, bro. So I feel like in every relationship here. So viewers, what do you think? If your love language is physical touches, and then your partner is gifting you, would you appreciate it, or would you say, thank you, but obviously that's not what I need. You should know what I need. Or do you often feel like when you tell your partner like, okay, this is my love language, this is what I need, and then they do it, and then at the end of the day you're not like, you're doing it because I said you should do it, not because it's from your mind. What exactly do you want? Because I feel like most people do it too. Do you know most people do it?
I
Like,
know.
okay, so you've told this person, it's because the person was not, how do I put, the person didn't know. Another person knows he wants to meet up, or she wants to meet up with your expectations and needs. So please just appreciate the person no matter what. So if I feel like you should always communicate. If your love language is this, make sure you
Do that.
communicate it. If your love language is this, make sure you communicate. And at the end of the day, please do not think only solely about yourself. Think about the other person, your partner as well, because you're
What
not
that
just the only
person-
one in the relationship
Yeah.
with needs and wants. His feelings is also valid, and our feelings are also valid. So if you're doing things, if you want things to be done to you, sometimes teach it by doing it. So I feel like that's a way to go about it as well, not just you expecting. Some people are so entitled that they don't even
Sense of
the
entitlement.
sense of
At that
entitlement
point,
is so high,
I feel like
and they
my,
don't even
my
think about
man
that
must do
other
it for
person.
me. And now,
My mom must do this, my woman must do this. What about the other person? What are you doing? So do you understand? What are you doing to fill in the gap that is missing, that is empty within that
to them
person's
it's
life?
not. To them it's not important. It's
It's
what
not
they are
important.
getting that is.
So
the
guys,
main thing.
what are your love languages? Do let us know in the comment section, because we need to know. These are very, very important things. And in every relationship, communication is the key. I always say communication is the key. If you feel like, oh, you're in a relationship and this person is not doing what you actually need, he's not giving you that thing that really resonates with you, or that thing that you really feel, like that thing that makes you feel loved, seen, heard, and understood, always communicate it. There's nothing bad in communicating. And when he starts doing it, just appreciate him.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And when she start doing it as well, just appreciate her. It's not just about the women or the men asking for too much. And don't think you're too much for anybody. No, you're too. If anyone thinks you're too much for them, that means they've got problem. Trust me. You're not too much. You're just asking for what you need. You're just telling them, communicating to them that these are the things I loved and these are the things that I need. So guys, do not feel you're too much, and always communicate. And when they do it, do not feel like, oh, you're doing it from your
Communication
mind.
is key.
You're not doing it from your mind. You're only doing it because I said you should do it. No. Guys, they're not witches and wizards. We are not witches and wizards. We don't know what's going on in your mind.
Everything that's
Am I
going
a
on in
witch?
your mind.
No. If you don't communicate to me, if you don't tell me, there's no how I'm going to know. So that's it. So guys, we have come to the end of today's craziness. Oh, today wasn't so crazy
It
after all.
doesn't feel
Okay, well,
crazy.
so we are in our best, like
Season of
you
love.
know, season of love, our soft girl era. You get. So we've come to the end of today's soft girl era, and I'm sure you loved it, you enjoyed it. So guys, still communicate with us in our comment section what you think about this episode, and please follow us on all our socials at Light Africa TV, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, everything. That's dark app. Yes, very toxic app. We are everywhere. So follow us and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm your host, Adam Elizabeth. Follow me on all socials at bookmate underscore BUKMAIT underscore. And my co-host here.
My name is Lois, and Lois underscore Lois at all social medias.
Aww. Why is she blushing? Today is truly the day of love. The season of love is here, guys. So I have a gift for you. The first 200 comments, you get something huge for the season of love. I'm not even capping. Something huge. You see that thing your man is not giving you, I'll give you. That thing your woman is not giving you, trust me, I've got you. 100%. So guys, until next time, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you said God I beg or so now so it be, mission accomplished. See you next episode. Ciao.
Bye.